For the record.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of For the Record. This is your host,
Senior Simon.
your firm and courageous confidant of truth, an agent of light and clarity to a darkened and unclear controversies in our society and its people. Welcome to another episode of
For the record.
For this episode, we are going to talk about this 1969 crowned Miss Universe, a Filipina, my kababayan, expressed her dislike to the new eligibility requirements that would allow women who are or were married or a mother to join the contest. And in recollection, Coisius, in 2013, this same beauty contest, originally solely for female at birth, or what we call biologically, wrong spelling. I have a wrong spelling in here. Biologically female, allowed transgender women to be able to join the contest. But before moving on, let me remind everyone to like this video, click the subscribe button and the notification bell, click all, so that you will be informed every time we are having this recorded video of our commentary, and also if we are going to have our live streaming like issue 101. And also be sure to follow and like our Facebook fan page, that's Senyo Simon issue 101, and please do support our Twitter page also at Senyo Simon 101. So, the case that we are going to tackle on this episode on our For the Record, it has to do with this news. But before that, we will have a slight review on what are the developments on this beauty pageant contest that has been for so many years already. And since it was mixed with the term of inclusivity, they have this kind of inclusivity as per se. So according to this news, in 2012, Miss Universe changes rules to include transgender women. So in this news, it says the Miss Universe pageant is changing its rules and will allow transgender women to take part in all of its competitions starting in 2013. The organization and gay rights group GLAAD said on Tuesday. Tuesday's decision follows a media outcry over the disqualification of Canadian contestant Jenna Talakova from the upcoming Miss Universe Canada contest because she was not a naturally born female. And as we continue with this news, Talakova, 23, who underwent gender reassignment surgery when she was 19, was reinstated to the Canadian competition last week by businessman Donald Trump. So I think Donald Trump wasn't yet. It's 2012. Yep, 2006. Yeah, he was not yet the president of the United States at this time. So, who owns the Miss Universe organization at that time, or at this time as of this writing? Talakova has a Canadian passport, driver's license, and other documents that identify, as I will call it, correctly identify him as a woman. So that's what has been developed in 2012, in which in the 2013 competition of this beauty contest, beauty pageant, that it is open to transgender. They are allowed to take part of the beauty contest, and it was approved. Now, since this beauty contest is not owned by government institution or whatever, it is not by means of legislation or agreement of global agreement. So this contest is owned by a private group, and according to this news, at this time it was owned by Donald Trump, so they can set of rules and whatever they want to impose on this beauty contest. So therefore it is up to them. Now, recently a development happened that has to do with this Miss Universe beauty contest. From this news report of Live the Philippine Star, the news says Miss Universe to reportedly allow mothers, married women, to compete. Here are beauty queens once caught in similar controversies. So, according to this news, after previously dethroning beauty queens who were pregnant, Miss Universe has reportedly made a huge rule change that would allow women who are single mothers, pregnant, married, and divorced to compete in the pageant. The new eligibility, the new eligibility requirement came in a memo from Miss Universe CEO Amy Emmerich. So this news report was in 2022, last year. Emmerich forwarded to national directors, pageant pages, miss updates, and whatever is that. So it says in her memo, effective with the 72nd Miss Universe competition and national preliminary competitions leading up to it, women who are or have been married, as well as women who are pregnant or have children, will be able to compete. So according to Emmerich, this change came after the organization conducted surveys with the audience and its directors. So this is what they or why they came up with this decision to allow mothers, married women, to join this beauty contest. So it says, or she says, this news report says, the feedback was overwhelming that we all believe women should have agency over their lives and that a woman's personal decision should not be a barrier to their success. So research by the organization found that the average age women get married and pregnant for the first time globally begins at 21. In 2015, the World Bank found that women first marry at the age of 24. Emmerich added that this change is part of the organization's next step in its evolution to represent and support women globally. So that's what has been happening in this Miss Universe beauty contest issues. But recently, a reaction from a former beauty queen in Miss Universe, she expressed her personal opinion with regards to this new development, this new eligibility requirement to be part of the candidate for this beauty contest. In this news from Live, the Philippine Star, it says that Gloria Diaz against single moms, married women, trans women joining Miss Universe. In our language, in Filipino, she says, dapat may sarili silang contest. In English, they should have their own contest. That's what Miss Gloria Diaz, the 1969 Miss Universe, said in her statement. So the statement or the news said Gloria Diaz has shared her 2 cents about the Miss Universe organization's decision to allow single mothers, pregnant, married, divorced, and trans women to compete in the prestigious pageant. In a recent interview with entertainment site Push, Gloria said that such women should not be allowed to join Miss Universe as it would not be in line with the name of the competition itself. She said, edi dapat universe na lang, wag nang Miss kasi hindi na mission, di ba? Dapat universe. So in English, it should only have to be called as a universe instead of having the Miss in the name of the title itself, because it won't fit any, it will no longer be fitting for the name Miss Universe if it will include transgender or mothers or have been into let's say or have or with or are currently married or have been divorced. The idea that Miss Gloria Diaz said in this, as far as my research has have been co-issues, I found out that when you are the reigning Miss Universe within within the duration of your being a title holder, you have to remain single. You have to be or part of your contract has to be remain single and avoid getting pregnant. That's what, as far as my research is concerned, I learned that part of the contract is that the reigning Miss Universe must not must prevent herself to get pregnant or get married. Now, the Philippines, in this news, let's go back to the news. The Philippines' first Miss Universe winner clarified, however, that this is merely her personal opinion on the matter, saying that these women should instead have their own contest. She added, "My personal opinion, which is not to be taken in a negative way, I will just translate it into English directly, co-issues, that they should have their own contest. There should be Mrs. Universe, there should be Lesbian Universe, there should be Transgender Universe." She added, there is room for so much. Yes, there is a category for that. And then, even in Mrs. Universe, there are lots of beautiful mothers, and it is okay for her. That's her opinion. That's her statement. But this statement of hers, co-issues, didn't go well with some of, let us say, personalities. Like this article from Esquire that says, unfortunately, Gloria Diaz is stuck in 1969. Let's read that article written by this person named Brando Suarez, which I'm not familiar of. Now, in this article from Esquire, which titled, "Unfortunately, Gloria Diaz is stuck in 1969, Brando Suarez stated in this part here, where was that? It's with a Stone Age perspective or perspectives that we remember how far we still have to go to accept minority groups in a wider scale. We ultimately reduce them to dangerous stereotypes and annoying right-wing brother Eddie Villanueva talking points." Okay, let's continue. "There's no reason for them to make up their contests. Trans women are, in fact, according to this article, women. Who said this? This Brando Suarez, he stated in his article that this transgender or these trans women are in fact women. There goes right thinking, there goes sanity, there goes right mind. down to the drain. Go with the trash. It says the community's expression shouldn't be limited to the way they dress, behave, or speak. Mothers, lesbians, and married women, on the other hand, don't give up their womanhood just because they choose to have babies or husbands, or even wives themselves. These do not make them lesser women just because of lives they've led outside the norm. A lot of Filipinos just find it difficult to grasp the evolving definitions of womanhood and gender identity. Now, in this case, co-issues, why we discuss this? Because Miss Gloria Diaz is actually right in her comments when she says that the original principle of why there is a Miss Universe is to put single ladies, adult women, into the spotlight. Because originally, if we are going to do research, like for example, if we look at Miss Universe in Wikipedia, the origin of this has to do with single ladies that put into a contest of which has the most appealing, and not just beauty, but the idea that also has the brain. What do I mean? In other words, is beauty and brain. This is what Miss Universe was originally founded. According to this, that the Miss Universe in Wikipedia, that the Miss Universe title was first used by the international pageant of Pulchritude in 1926. And the current the current beauty pageant that we have, or that we are calling as Miss Universe, was founded in 1952 by Pacific Knitting Mills, a California-based clothing company and manufacturer of Catalina swimwear. In other words, it has to do with the appeal, the physicality of women, and they have to undergo this contest, this beauty pageant, in order to determine which among these contestants will be most appealing, and not just for that, has the cognitive ability to answer questions. Because as far as you have observed, those who regularly follow this beauty contest, there is also a talent, there is also a question and answer portion. So that is the idea behind this beauty pageant co-issue. That is why the inclusion at first in 2012 of transgender only corrupt the idea of having this women beauty pageant contest. Why? Because these transgenders are not, or doesn't have the hormonal component, or what we call that, the hormonal, the physicality, or the original, I will use the term ingredient for a real woman. For a real woman. Sorry. For a real woman. It has to that this contest must show the appreciation, not just physicality of a woman, but also the mental capability to give her own opinion as a woman. That is what this kind of beauty contest should. Until recently, beginning in 2012, And also, last year, I believe it was last year or 2 years ago, that it was owned by this Thailander by the name of Jakapong Jakratjut Tatip, or popularly known as this is her real name, Kun An, or An Jakrajuttatip. He is a trans woman. I will use a he because that is the right, that is the truth, that is the real sexual, biological, or the sexual, how do I say this, that this Jakapung Jakratjuttatip, the current owner of the Miss Universe organization, is a trans woman, and it is correct to use the pronoun him, his, and he because he is truly a man. Let me show you this owner of the Miss Universe organization. That's An, or Kun An. He is the owner of this Miss Universe. Until 2012, which they allow transgender, it only made the Miss Universe beauty pageant less attractive to majority of the people, because it is no longer about true female or womanhood. It is no longer about that. And the inclusion of married women, the inclusion of mothers, will take away the Miss, because in my personal opinion, the Miss in the Miss Universe has to do with single female at their legal age, because the qualification is, I think it's 18 to 20. Let me check on that one again. Qualification age. Okay, let us search on that. Age. I wasn't able to prepare for that, but the age, okay, I will just take a look at the other one. The age is still the permitted age, or the accepted age is, I think, 18 to 25, if I'm not mistaken. You can make your comment. I actually read that one a while ago, but I forgot where did I found that one. The allowed, I think 21 to 25, if I'm not mistaken. You can just leave a comment for the correction if I'm wrong about that, but that is the the categories. So it shows that supposedly this contest has to do with beauty in brain for mature women that hasn't yet into a motherhood, because if you are already a mother, the experience is already different from a single female species, human species. It will be different. So what I actually want to point out, co-issues, is that having all of this added to this beauty contest already made this beauty contest in what we call this, or it degrade the this kind of beauty contest.
For the record.
So that's it. That is all. Co-issues for this episode of For the Record. Once again, this has been yours truly,
Senior Simon.
for the show.
For the record.
Senior Simon is a firm and courageous confidant of truth, an agent of light and clarity to a darkened and unclear controversies in our society and its people. We'll say a well-informed person is advantageous. Take care, God bless you all, and all praises belongs to the Lord Jesus Christ. Bye-bye.